topic is creative blocks, and my guest today is Jen Palco. Jen Palco is a content creator. She has a YouTube channel and she's uploading videos every single day. I have no idea how she does that, but she's going to tell us all about it. All right, so we're just waiting for her to join us, to connect. Just give us a few seconds. It's going to happen. So creative blocks, creative block, anyone can have a creative block, all right? You can be a student, you can have your business, you can be a designer, you can be an artist, and you want to create something, a writer or anyone, and you may come. All right, Jen is here. All right, wait, just give us a second here. By the way, I have some connectivity problems. If I go down, I'll try to log back in. But if not, Jen is going to continue. I was just saying about my connectivity problems. Hi, Jen.
Well, how are you? I'm working on one ear. My left earbud went dead, so I'm like working off of one ear, which is going to be kind of odd, but I'm going to have a headache after, but it's all good.
Yeah,
not the day for technology, apparently.
No, today,
Yeah.
I mean, the internet connection was really, really bad. Since this morning, I was wondering whether I will be able to do the live or not. But yeah, I think it seems fine now.
Crossed.
But
yeah. We'll keep it short and sweet. I'm good with that. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So the topic is creative blocks, right? And I was telling people, all the people who are listening to us, that you are uploading videos on YouTube channel almost every day.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, not anymore every day. Now
but
it's like
still.
Yeah, a couple times a week.
How do you do that? What's your secret?
Honestly, it's been difficult, and this is why it's good to have a conversation around it because like I've been in such a funk, like creative block for the past, I don't know, over a month, 2 months.
All right.
I don't know. So it's like I'm forcing myself, to come up with content, whereas before it was just like flowing and easy. And, I'm taking it as a sign to do other things and not, maybe it's take a break from doing as many videos. That's the clue that I'm getting for myself. Is to just not do as many and focus on doing other creative things. So creativity is creativity, whether it's, just because you've been doing something for months and months doesn't mean that you necessarily have to keep doing it if you feel like you're forcing it or you feel like you have no ideas coming to you. So I've been trying to like write more and stuff like that. So it's still tapping into creativity, but in different ways.
So this is one thing. This is one thing when you realize that you've done it and you feel like you need to move into a different, I don't know, do something else. All right.
Yeah.
But what happens when you feel like other fears coming in? Like, oh my God, if I'm going to do that, I'm going to be judged, or people are going to laugh at me. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hi there.
Hey, Crystal.
Hi, Crystal. Hi, Dimos.
Thank you guys
Hi,
for joining.
Christina. So there are so many people.
So make sure the tech issues, get through our key points quick before we lose you lose access or I lose the other earbud.
All right. So yeah, anyone can have a creative block, right? Like I said, I was saying previously, you can be a student and have a creative block. You can be an artist, a designer. It could be anyone. Yeah. So I think what works for me in these cases is that when I have a creative block, I always try to distance myself from the project. Sometimes it takes me like 2-3 days, and then I always come up with ideas. I'm going to finish it. But there are times that I feel like I cannot really come up with any idea. And this is when I feel like, okay, I've done it. I said all the things I want to say. I think this is over for me. I need to do something else.
Exactly.
But sometimes it's only like a fear or something like, in the beginning when I started doing videos, it was very, very easy for me because I knew exactly what I want to say. All right. There was a message that I wanted to convey in a way. I wanted to take out. But after a while, I felt like I said in my videos, I described everything I want to say. So I felt like this is over. But at the same time, I don't want to stop doing videos but I feel like I need some time in order to find something else.
Yeah.
The problem is that when you rely on creativity to pay your bills.
Right. Yeah, that's I definitely resonate with that. Because like I said, I've been at a creative block, and I think there's a difference between a mental block and a creative block, you know. Like as far as you could be, like you said, mentally blocked being a student or something like that, and oftentimes that's due to you pushing yourself too much and really using too much of your analytical brain, and you're overworking yourself, and maybe it's just that you need to take a breather, you need to take a break, like go take a walk, go take a nap, do something other than that until you recharge your brains. Your brain's tired. Creativity is a little bit different because it's coming from a different place in your body, right? It's not so much the analytical side of you.
You
It's
can be
more,
an artist student. You can be,
yeah.
it does. I feel like sometimes you need to write an essay. It doesn't need, you're still using your creativity.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it depends what it's on, you know, but if you're doing something like math or something, right, it's
No.
it could just be that your brain is tired and you need a break. But creativity, yeah, it's it could be like you said, you feel like you've said everything that you wanted to say, and stuff's either not resonating with you, or you don't quite know what to do next. Like in my case, it's like I feel the same way too. It's like, okay, well, what should I talk about next that ties into stuff? Or, you know, for me personally, it's been like I'm doing so many things and probably overwhelming myself in the process that I'm not leaving myself the time to actually tap into like the creative flow, because you're doing too much. So sometimes it's about not doing as much and surrendering to the block instead of fighting through it, instead of trying to like pull out a video or pull out something, you know, that's just not there. Sometimes, you know, creativity comes in spurts. At least I
Yes,
find it does. So
I
I
agree.
can go some weeks, and you're probably the same way. Some weeks where you have like a lot of ideas flowing, and then there's like a couple weeks where you're just like stale, and you're like, what the hell, you know? And it's like you want to get back to that place because it felt so good. Like you're in the zone. You're just like everything was coming out of you, and now you're just like, I got nothing. You know what I mean? So it definitely comes in spurts. So
Yeah.
it can be challenging, but it's also not fighting with it and not fighting, you know, trying to use your analytical mind all the time for something that's more of like a heart-based thing, I think.
I think I have this great technique. It's called force yourself to procrastinate.
Yeah,
So, I'll
totally.
do everything, but you know, this is like
Yeah.
a conscious decision to procrastinate. It's not happening because it's my decision. I know that I need to do that because otherwise I'm going to be feeling stuck forever. But I think what works for me is just to distance myself from what I'm doing, take a break. Other stuff I do, sometimes I even sit down and even nothing, you know, when nothing is coming up, I'm gonna do a different project. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
put my
Just get
attention into
the
something else.
right.
Yeah.
Get something flowing. Like action is the most important thing. I mean, if you're sitting there thinking about it, it's better to just like start doodling or do anything to get that energy moving, you know, to
Yes.
break the stagnant energy. Because sometimes stuff will just come to you.
Yeah.
And it may not be like within 30 seconds, but it may, you know, just start drawing boxes on a piece of paper or something, or just journaling like about your day or something. And then you'll find that sometimes that eases things along. It gets something moving. But if you're sitting there and you're just staring at a blank piece of paper or a blank canvas or something, or and thinking about it, then it's, you know, it's always better to take action, to do something.
Also, it's okay to accept that we're gonna have all of us. We're gonna have these days,
Yep.
and because in the past I was freaking out. I was like, "Oh my God, what's wrong with me? Why I
Right.
can't do it? You know, maybe I'm not cut for this, you know, job, and it's not for
Yeah.
me, or all this negative, you know, dialogue." But if you accept that this is normal, everyone has it in the creative industry or wherever, it's absolutely fine. What helped me a lot lately, I was trying to write, to create some newsletters, and nothing was coming up. Literally nothing. And then I stopped. I quit. I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop for. I don't need to, specify the time. I'm not gonna do anything about it. And then I spoke to my friend John, and John is a musician. He's creating music. He's very, very talented. And he was like, I had this problem exactly, and I think sometimes we overanalyze things. Why do you need to create something very, very long? Just write a few sentences and just, And then I was like, why I didn't think about it? I was overanalyzing it. I had all these negative thoughts coming in, and I was like, oh my God, how am I going to do that? What does it mean for me? Oh my God, all this pressure. And actually, and this is good. Sometimes discussing, talk to someone helps a lot, takes all this pressure from yourself, takes out.
I agree. Asking friends for idea. That's what I do sometimes. Ask friends, or try to figure out, okay, what does somebody want to hear about? Or the other thing is reading, like education, or just anything that if you're not feeling it, then you might as well either learn something or read a good book or something, and that again gets the juices kind of flowing. The other thing is nature. Go out in nature, take a walk. Because a lot of times we need it.
Or exercise.
We're in our head too much, we overwhelm ourselves. Exercise, because again, that's going to move that stagnant energy.
Yes, exactly. That helps a lot. The other thing is that you can always, I want to share this great technique. What I've done, I think I've written my dissertation at university in, I don't know, in less than 2 weeks, because I use this technique, all right? So what you do, I had created a self-hypnosis for that, but sometimes you don't need a hypnosis. You just need to sit down or lie down, close your eyes, like you are getting into hypnosis, and imagine, all right, or visualize that you are finishing this project. You can see it finished. Okay, let's say you want to write, I don't know, a newsletter. That's an example, right? Just visualize writing the newsletter really, really fast, all right? And you can see it finished at the end. So you need to repeat this exercise again and again. You have to see it finished. So that helps a lot.
It
has helped me tremendously all these years.
And
then you can go, you can do different things with that. You can see it like, you can see all the pages, you can see it finished, you can see how you write, you can visualize yourself doing it very fast, you can see the end result. Helps a lot, tremendously.
It's like athletes who visualize the game before they actually get it. It's
because the brain cannot really tell the difference.
It can't differentiate. Exactly. Meditation, because also, not just visualization, but regular meditation, tapping into like the solar plexus area. I like to use yellow crystals for that. I have one here. This is called Bumblebee Jasper that I use, and it actually enhances creativity. So it's like a little hack that I use that does help sometimes, if you're into that. But there's a lot of different things you can do.
Other techniques are EFT. You can use EFT to remove the block and install like a very positive, I don't know, attitude or whatever you want to install there. The other thing you could do, you can use NLP, like the anchoring technique, where you put yourself in a situation in the past. Okay, you visualize.
There's her tech issue. There she is.
In the past, when you finish the project, all right, something you have done really well in the past, and when you bring that memory, you touch 2 fingers together. It doesn't matter which ones. So, and then you close your eyes. No, okay, I'm confused. All right. So what do? You close your eyes, all right, and you bring back again a memory, something that happened in the past when you achieved your goal. or you finished, I don't know, a project. And then when the good feeling is there, you touch two fingers together, right? And then when the emotion dissipates, you open your eyes and you do that again. So what is happening, the more you do that, if you do it like, I don't know, 20, 30 times, every time you touch your two fingers together, you're gonna get this very positive feeling. And again, we're playing with the mind, because the brain doesn't really differentiate between reality and imagination.
Right.
Okay, so when you get this positive emotion, this positive feeling that, oh my God, I finished what I was trying to do, the brain is going to force you and is going to flood you with creativity, because it cannot tell the difference between.
Yeah, because
It's same as
definitely.
hypnosis, but you are using the feeling here.
Yeah,
With
yeah, I was
sorry.
just saying you're drilling in the positivity, the positive emotion, rather
Yeah.
than, when we have creative blocks and mental blocks, we tend to fight against it and we resist it, and it's all like the negative stuff comes up
Mm-hmm.
instead of focusing on a time when we were flooded with creativity. So yeah, I agree that it's helpful to focus on, right,
Mm-hmm.
the positive over the negative. Yeah.
And the other thing you can do is that take a notebook and write down our ideas, or the question, just the question, what do I need to
Hmm.
do in order to finish my project, or just before you go to bed, okay? And then
Yeah.
you let, as you go to bed, you just let your brain process the information and gives you the answers you need.
Yeah, and what I like to do is I carry a little notebook. I have little notebooks all around the all around
Mm-hmm.
the house. I have one next to my bed because I often will
Mm-hmm.
get ideas
Mm-hmm.
when I wake up, or in the middle of the night randomly. Or I carry one like when I'm going out, or in my purse and stuff like that, just like a little tiny notebook, because sometimes you get downloads and you'll forget about it. So it's always good to have, something when you do get ideas to just jot them down. I think that's a really helpful tool that people can use, because again, like I said, it comes in spurts,
Yeah, yeah,
so it
exactly.
can't be forced sometimes.
Hello, John. Hello,
Hello, John.
Arbel.
We're watching you
Uh,
too, John.
Sparkle, what is your name? I don't know. I just see your nickname here. Crystal, Demos, all of you guys. Yeah, there's so many things you can do to tap in your creativity. But I want to stay with what you were saying in the beginning. When you you have done so many videos. Do you think that your videos have a specific topic, or what is you're covering everything, right?
Like the niche or
The
well, I mean,
niche.
a good majority of them are like self-growth, personal
Yeah,
development,
personal
spirituality, energy
development. Yeah.
medicine.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing too, especially if you're starting out. This is for more people who are business owners
Mm-hmm.
starting a YouTube channel. If you don't quite know what your brand is or your niche, sometimes it's difficult to keep putting out content, or the content's all over the place. So I think it's easier when you are more clear on where
Mm-hmm.
you're going, and sometimes
Mm-hmm.
that shifts. So that could be a reason for creative blocks as well, or mental blocks,
Mm-hmm.
because if you're feeling overwhelmed just by feeling scattered all over the place, not
Mm-hmm.
centered or not grounded, and I think that's an issue sometimes.
It
Just
is
wanted to
an
bring
issue
up.
because
Yeah.
in my case, for example, everything I've done almost, no, the majority of my first videos were about spirituality. And then when I started doing the other videos with my face, not just the other ones with letters,
Hmm.
I was talking about psychology. So now I feel like I need to do something else, and I haven't found what it is yet.
But
But
it'll come, it'll come.
yeah,
Again, it can't be forced sometimes.
no,
We
no,
always
you
want
can.
to.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
cannot really force it, and you cannot
Yeah.
really force creativity. You cannot really, and sometimes I disagree. This is my personal opinion. I
Hmm.
can see that many people, because they're feeling very, very stressed about algorithm, because for you that you don't know, all these platforms like YouTube, Instagram, I guess TikTok and all that. Is there an
Yeah.
algorithm in TikTok? Okay. So
Probably.
yeah. So if you are posting regularly, like almost every day, your content is going to be promoted, and it would be seen
Yeah.
compared to someone who is not posting very often.
Yeah, so
It's
it's
like
consistency. It's
it's
consistency.
consistency.
So even if you feel like if you're doing YouTube videos or you're doing Instagram posts or whatever you're doing, you're writing, and as long as you stay consistent with it, even if the content is not that great, I mean, you want to have quality content in what you do, but it's also a learning process. It's also
Mm-hmm.
education for yourself, what's working, what's not working, what's resonating with you, what's not resonating with you. Because again, I'll mention it, oftentimes when we're having these blocks and we're trying to force ideas, it might be because we're not truly resonating with that.
Mm-hmm.
It could be coming from our ego and not us. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's also digging deeper and going inside and saying, okay, what do I really want to do, or what are really my strengths other than what I
Mm-hmm.
think are my strengths, because I'm comparing myself to other people and what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all about learning and education. So you should never feel bad that like you're putting out crappy content, because you're still, as long as you're staying consistent with it.
Well, on the other hand, something that I may find crappy, someone else might find it really, really beneficial. So
Exactly,
you cannot really
exactly.
tell. And so I remember I've done that video, what's like, I've done it like in 5 minutes. And now it's the second more popular video in my YouTube channel. And I
Yeah,
was like, oh my God, I thought it was,
yeah,
not something,
yeah.
just did it.
I
But
remember Victor
yeah,
Odo talking about one of his videos that turned out to be like the one that hit it big on YouTube. He was like, I wasn't feeling good that day, and
yeah, I
I
know
was
that video.
outside, and I just was talking with hermit phase of spiritual awakening,
My
right? That was the
favorite one.
video. Yeah, and he was like, oh, it's going to be a crappy video, and you're almost like, well, I'm not going to put it out there, and then you're like, all right, maybe I will, and then people resonate with it,
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
it's as long as you just take action,
Yeah.
get the
Sometimes,
energy moving.
yeah, I think sometimes it's not always easy to take action, even in small things,
Yeah,
but you need to accept it's fine. It's
yeah,
fine. And try to do things that resonate with you, not what you think will be fine for other people. And we have a comment here says, let me process what we said before and also getting to know your audience.
yeah,
Yes, exactly.
yep. That's where asking questions comes in, or and some people do
Yeah.
like surveys of audience,
Yeah, because you want to
talking from a
provide
business
value, right?
perspective.
You want to
Yeah,
provide value. You want to help people. This, I think, more almost all of us want to help people, want to do something that resonates with us, and would be great if other people be helped or find this information
yeah. I
beneficial
think
in
it's
any way.
sometimes it's getting out of our head and going into other people's heads,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that's where it
exactly.
will come.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So yeah, go for it. Sometimes it doesn't matter if it is crappy. If it's a crappy video, it doesn't matter. Just do it. Just
Yeah, yeah.
upload it. Yeah, because you don't know. Even if you know your audience, if you're not feeling happy or whatever how you feel, some people might find it beneficial. Whatever comes from the heart. Even sometimes I have this, and I know that this is not good thinking. I'm saying that if I'm feeling well, all right, then whatever I'm gonna be doing is going to be great. It's not,
Not
this
always
is not the
true.
case.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not
yeah.
always true. Sometimes you're feeling bad and it is okay, and you may do something that you think is not nice. But yeah, again, you cannot really control how other people are going to take it, how gonna feel about it.
Yeah, because sometimes when you're feeling bad, you don't care as much and you're not like in your head about it as much, excuse me. And so what comes off is more like authentic, what you're
Mm-hmm.
putting out there, because you're not too like you don't have like such a grip over it. And so it's funny that you
Mm-hmm.
mentioned that. And Crystal
Crystal,
mentioned
yeah,
yeah,
this
community is important, asking questions, getting feedback. Yeah, it definitely is.
and overanalyzing destroys creative process. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. And actually, this a good time. That was John. Okay, didn't read the comment properly. All right. Yes, this is my friend John. I was telling her people that you helped me the other day when I was feeling stuck, and he said, "Don't
Oh, the
overanalyze it. Just
musician.
yeah, the musician. So just go for it.
Awesome.
Just write a few things, 2-3
Yeah.
sentences, and then you
Yeah.
start with 2-3 sentences, and then you end up writing like a really
Yeah.
long,
Stuff
text.
just floods out, or if you're having if you're frustrated about having a mental block, write about it or something, right? Take
Mm-hmm.
it out on something.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
And yes, communities help a lot. And I want to say a few things about the sun. Um,
Go for it.
yeah, Jen.
I'll
Jen
I'll
is
back you up.
yeah, she's the operations director for the Sun. The Sun stands for Spiritually United Network. And actually, we're a great community of spiritual entrepreneurs, not just spiritual entrepreneurs in general as well. People who want to grow their business, and we have formed this community, which is amazing community, and all the people coming together, and we have all these regularly mastermind calls, Q&As, and that help a lot when you feel stuck to discuss with other people, and then you realize that other people have exactly the same issues and
Exactly.
difficulties with you, and then you realize that you're not alone, and maybe it's nothing wrong with you. It just is part of the process to be
Right.
stuck. Okay.
Right.
And
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
anybody who has more of a creative mind, it
Mhm.
can be challenging to run a business because again, it comes in spurts or you see you read about all these things or you watch videos about, okay, you should post this many times on social media, you need to do this, you need to do what that person is doing who has like 100,000
Mhm.
followers and then we get in our head about it. So it's nice to have a community of grounded individuals
Mhm.
who are doing the same things, trying to grow a business,
Facing same
yeah,
difficulties.
and realizing that it's not necessarily about that. It's about that having that support is just so helpful to growing and keeping the consistency. And on days where you don't feel like shooting a video or you don't feel creative, sometimes having that support helps lift you up and helps you become more creative
Mhm.
just because you know that other people are going through the same thing. And like you said, there's nothing wrong with you. It's just a normal
Yeah.
process.
They give you a different perspective. I remember how
Exactly.
many
Yeah.
times I was feeling stuck, and then you told me something, or I discussed with someone else, and they told me, "Oh, yes, why don't you try this one?" And
Yeah.
that was the
Exactly.
answer,
Yeah, because sometimes it's good to have the outside perspective looking in,
Mm-hmm.
because oftentimes we're so in our head or we don't know quite. I don't know. We see ourselves differently than other people see us a lot of times. So it's good to have
Mm-hmm.
that, the outside opinion of somebody else telling you, oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like even though you thought it was crap that you put out there, somebody else may think it's like a masterpiece.
Exactly.
So that's where it's good, and that's why the Sun community is so awesome because,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, we have the monthly masterminds, we have tutorials, we give you help, we have like a business consultant on board who can help kind of mesh the two if you're a more
Mm-hmm.
creative person and okay, I'm creative, how do I make money off of this, right? Bringing
Mm-hmm.
that together is difficult for a lot of people. So, but really, it's all about the support and the community around it. So,
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely,
yeah,
helps a lot. John said sometimes small, yeah, long breaks help. We
yeah,
covered that, John. We're not going to talk about it again. And he said that he has revisited songs that he did 5 years ago, and it helped him. He actually managed to finish with them. They were unfinished, and now he's done with them. So yeah, that helps a lot.
yeah,
And
yeah,
something else which is important, I find it really hard, and you can have a creative block when your focus is on something else. You could have like I don't know, illness. It can be
yeah,
I don't know, problems in your personal life that can affect your creativity as well.
definitely. Definitely.
Try to have a routine when you do things, and try to take breaks as much as you can, and try to see things from different perspective. I think these are my tips in order to
Yeah, I
overcome
mean,
this.
my biggest tip is surrendering to it. Knowing
Yeah.
that, thinking of the time in the past where we've all had blocks in the
Mm-hmm.
past, but did it last like for years and years and years? No. You have a
Yeah.
block, you're like this, and then you hit a point where you're just like, with ideas. So you have to put in perspective for yourself and think back to, okay, I've had this in the past, and I know the ideas will come, so maybe it's just my body telling me, okay,
Mm-hmm.
take a breather, go out for a walk, go do something else enjoyable instead of always like fighting with myself that I need to do this.
Absolutely.
Go meditate, go to the
Yeah.
park,
Or
go see a
clearing.
movie. Yeah, do something
Mm-hmm.
fun.
Guys,
But
what
carry a
are
little
your
notebook with you.
yeah? What are your creative blocks? Uh, Comment below. Or do you have any
Oh yeah.
questions
Yeah,
about
any
how
questions,
to,
comments? Anything you
please,
guys do, or any little
yeah,
tips?
like a
Inquiring minds would
ritual or
love to know.
something?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Anything to share? Tell
Vivi,
us.
I'm glad your internet held up. That's awesome.
Yes. I'm
I'm
surprised, to
getting
be
used to
honest.
listening out of one ear, so
All right, yeah.
it's all good today.
So,
She
guys, if
was
you
just
don't,
clearing before.
yeah, if you
Yeah,
don't have any
it's a good idea.
questions, we can always close this call. I think we covered more or less everything.
Yeah,
We
yeah. It's
said
just
it's going
Brandy
to be
says she
short
does
today.
clearing,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Brandy says she does clearing before she
Mm-hmm.
creates. That's a good, yeah, clearing, grounding, anything like
Yeah,
that is always good to just like get in a good headspace or
ground
heart space
yourself
rather.
before you do anything. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
cool.
Any questions before we close? No, nothing?
You guys are all good? No talk more. Oh, he wants
Okay.
us to talk more.
Well,
I don't
he
know. Her,
joined.
her internet is
You were
iffy,
late,
so.
John. You were late.
Thank you, Crystal. Sun
Yeah,
Tribe, anybody's interested in hearing more about the sun, it's enterthesun.online, or you can check out It's Crystal's Sun, who's on here. She's got a link in her bio on
I'm gonna put
Instagram.
the link in my bio
Yeah, and
as
Vivi
well.
will put the
So
link. Cool.
yeah, yeah. All
Cool.
right.
And John,
Thank
this will be
you.
recorded, so
Ah,
you can
yeah,
catch the first 15 minutes on that.
yeah, absolutely. Okay, thank you very, very much
Thank
for this
you, Vivi.
conversation,
Thank
Jen,
you,
and for the
everybody.
tips and advice. Thank you, all of you, for
Yes.
joining us today. And if you have any questions, you can always leave your comments in my Instagram or Jen's Instagram. You have that? I'm gonna put it in my description box. Your Instagram. What is your Instagram? Is it Jen Palco? Just that.
Jen
Jen
underscore Palco.
underscore Palco. All right. Okay. Cool. All right. Great.
Moonlight Wisdom. Sorry, girl,
Yeah.
just leaving.
Yeah. We're just leaving. All right. Okay. Lots of love. Thank you
All
very
right. Thank you,
much. Bye
Vivi. Thank
bye.
you,
Bye.
everybody. Have
Thank
a nice
you.
day.